Whoa, what is happening?
Mary.
Mary? No. Whoa, guys.
I heard a thump over here. Dr. Taylor, can you give me another noise? What was that?
I haven't been up here in a long time. It's fucking scary. You definitely get a cold breeze right here.
Rich.
What? Yo, I'm shitting myself. That's my middle name. That's insane. They knew my middle name. What?
Usually it doesn't happen this quick. I'm a little embarrassed, but I'm lost already. It's kind of freaky.
Can you give me a sign? Make a noise? Whoa, a lot going on here. What the hell was that? Oh my god.
All right, man, you ready to do this?
No.
Good luck.
Hey,
Okay.
we did it.
Did you? Alone?
No, not alone.
Oh.
We're doing it alone.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this. They're actually leaving.
You got this.
I don't think I do. I can't believe they're just gonna leave me out here. My name's Yasko. I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years now. Basically all things paranormal, horror, anything scary, and I absolutely love it. Tonight I'm at Lake Shawnee Abandoned Amusement Park. I'm going to be tackling this investigation completely alone. I'm excited to see the type of activity that I receive here. I've never been to this location before. Could you tell me a little bit about the history of the Native American burials?
Marshall University come in and did an archaeological dig in 1990. They dug up 13 bodies, but they're estimating possibly 3,000 bodies in that field.
The one thing that's different about this location is the history of it and the fact that it's outside. Everything is completely outdoors, so you don't really know what's creeping around, you know, the bushes and the darkness out here. How do you feel about me spending the night here completely alone?
I guess the biggest question is, how do you feel about being here alone?
Everything's hitting me all at once. I am pretty scared, but we're gonna give it a shot.
All I can tell you is good luck.
Knowing the history of this place, I feel as if I'm more vulnerable being completely alone in the darkness, and once again, you just don't know what's lurking out there in the dark. All right, what's up everybody? Investigation at Lake Shawnee Abandoned Amusement Park has started. This I'm probably most excited for. I'm gonna save this probably towards the end. While we were doing the tour with Chris, the owner of Lake Shawnee, I was over by the Ferris wheel and I was taking pictures, and remember when Chris said that people would catch an apparition at the 9 o'clock position of the Ferris wheel?
So there is a full body apparition that people have showed me pictures that they catch on camera, especially on a overcast day. And it looks like somebody standing on top of the Ferris wheel bucket.
Right there, I caught something crazy. I'll show you guys later on. Hello spirits of Lake Shawnee. My name is Yasko, and I'm going to be investigating this property, this amusement park, completely alone tonight. So if you would like to communicate with me in any sort of way, please feel free, you know, make yourself known. Make a sound, use your energy to use this.
14.
Oh, okay. Is there 14 spirits with me maybe? That was pretty quick. So I'm going to be setting up equipment throughout the entire property. I'm going to be hitting hotspots that people have noticed, you know, apparitions, the most activity, and basically where they've noticed spirits interact the most. My strengths are the fact that I actually like being alone. I like filming alone. I like being in, you know, paranormal locations completely alone. My weaknesses are, especially here, is also the fact that I'm completely alone. Now, it is said that people would use this to communicate with some spirits that
1900s.
Oh my God.
People come and they talk to a pinwheel that's on the property, and they think that one of the children that drowned is playing with the pinwheel.
you could almost like feel the energy while you're here. And the reason for that is the boy who passed away right here, where there was a concrete pool right in this area. So this entire area right here was a concrete pool. And oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, bro. Well, that's very personal.
Friends, it's official. We are going in alone, or I am going in by myself. Okay, I can do this. I got this. We are now at the cafeteria. The cafeteria is also a place where there's just, I mean, there's always a lot of energy, people screaming. I mean, there's probably, you know, gangs and stuff in prisons and cliques. So much energy in here, and it's all built up into one condensed space, and that's just what it feels like. I'm getting choked up, as you can tell. I feel so much here. There is a man that I keep seeing by these tables. Whoa, look it, there's a lot of fingerprints too. It's interesting that there's all these fingerprints. Oh my god, I just saw someone behind me. Hello. I saw their shoes.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Davies. I am a singer, actress, dancer, and a psychic medium. I also have a podcast called Intoxicated. I'm known on TikTok and YouTube for going to the most haunted places in the world and having my haunted doll Lola with me. Tonight I am at Nevada State Prison, and I am here to investigate it alone, by myself. I have never been to this location or investigated it. I know that Omar has. I watched part of his video. For some reason, I knew that I shouldn't watch it because I didn't want to know the history. I want to pick it up for myself and see what I feel. To be the first female investigator to come here by myself is definitely cool, exciting, definitely dangerous. I have gone investigating by myself before. I have not gone anywhere as big and as historic as this place, so this is gonna be interesting.
All right, Kels, good luck.
Thank you. I'm so nervous. Love you guys.
Let me know if you need me to call 911.
Okay, I will. Guys, this is gonna be crazy.
Susan, can you tell me some information about this prison?
Before we were a prison, we were Warm Springs Hotel. We actually had the legislature in here. They took the hotel and they just destroyed it. Well, the state ended up buying it for $80,000. They put some jail cells in there and made it like, you know, a jailhouse.
Calling out to spirits of love and light. Absolutely no negative entities are welcome in my space. I'm gonna set up some equipment. I don't know why I'm so anxious. This place just is scary. Okay, so we got a bunch of equipment that we can use. Hello, my name is Kelsey. I'm calling out to any spirits that want to come forward. I know there's a couple that are walking around me right now. You are not allowed to touch me. You are not allowed to come in my space, but you are more than welcome to come and communicate with me. I'm gonna use some equipment. Please do not drain my energy. You are not allowed to use my energy in any way, but you can use the energy from the lights, from your surroundings, but I ask that you please leave my energy alone. I just saw someone walk in through the exit. Spirits are walking in, they're getting ready. All right, calling out to any spirits that want to come forward. I know there's a man sitting there. There's a man I just saw walk by me, and there was a man who came in. If you would like to come forward and touch this red device, you're welcome to. I come with the utmost respect. I know that this is your space, and I am grateful that I am here, but I'm asking if you would like to communicate with me in any way, if you would like to share your story. I saw someone just walk in. You're more than welcome to share your story with me. Omar's used this a bunch. This is a really great app that we were actually using earlier, and it said Susan's name. If any spirits want to come forward, I really hope I'm welcome in your space. Also going to
Struggle.
Oh, struggle, that scared me. It said struggle, and this is going on. What do you mean by that? Were you in some sort of struggle? They are strong tonight. Thank you very much. I also have another device that might make it easier for you.
Benjamin.
Benjamin! Oh my gosh, hi Benjamin. My name's Kelsey. It's really nice to meet you. I'm gonna show you how this triangle works. This side you can use for no. This side you can use for yes. So these are little cat balls. They kind of go off with touch if you touch them. Put these on the floor. Yes, I know you're here. I'll put on a
Williams.
Williams. Benjamin Williams. Thank you. Whoa. What is happening?
Mary.
Mary? No. Whoa, guys.
All right, where I'm taking Josh right now, he's never been before. This is in my top 3 places of most scariest places I have ever visited, where just chaotic things happen. I almost leave running. It's one of those places. So I'm really nervous for you, Josh.
Almost left running, he says. I don't know what's gonna happen then. And the thing is, I never looked this place up. So after just hearing that, now I'm kind of really scared. I don't even know what this place looks like. So,
well, we're gonna fill you in on some of the history. We got a meeting with one of the docents there, and I think it's gonna go really well, or really bad.
We're gonna find out. Yep. Oh man, I'm in for an adventure tonight. So on the first floor, can you tell me about some of the history and like haunts that happens there?
The first floor originally it was patient rooms, and before it shut down it became doctor's offices. We just reopened the cafeteria. It hasn't been open in several years, so you may want to check that out.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
That could be super active. Think about no one's been in that.
Exactly.
So you all lining up to leave me?
Well, we saw a creepy ball roll.
That's
good luck.
True.
We'll see you in a few hours.
Thank you guys. Yeah, maybe more. All right, see you dudes.
Scream and
yeah, I will scream. This is it.
You got this, kiddo.
All right. I'm by myself now. I'm alone. I'm in the haunted old South Pittsburgh Hospital. I'm already getting scared just because, though. I mean, how bad can this really be? Just alone in an old hospital that Omar even almost ran out of, and it's one of the most haunted spots. And I'm by myself. How bad can that be, right? I have a YouTube channel called Exploring with Josh. I've been doing abandoned exploration on YouTube, traveling to like places that no one has ever been to for the last 8 years. In the last 2 or 3 years, I switched from that to paranormal, and I've been doing that ever since. This hospital I've never been to, never heard of anything of it until Omar told me to come here, and Omar said he almost ran out and it was one of the top 3 scariest places he's ever been to. So completely alone, I've only done it once before, but it was like in like a small house. And I had to keep my lights on. So this will be the first time that I'm gonna challenge myself too, and at one point, just go all lights out. And I don't know if I can even handle it, so we're gonna have to find out. All right, so first off, before we even start this, I'm just wondering, has anyone else done this place by themselves alone?
I think it was Omar.
Yo, that's amazing. Could you tell me like about this place, the history?
The hospital opened up in 1959. It was founded by 3 doctors, and they saw the need for a hospital in South Pittsburgh. They shut down in 1998.
What made you guys open up this place for like ghost tours?
Well, it was used for several things. They used it as a flea market. There was also some sound rooms built by Jim.
So far, I'm feeling like a little nervous, but I'm also feeling like ready. I don't know actually how I'm gonna feel. My strengths, I'm really good at like going with stories and kind of interacting with what could still be here from other, people and what they shared. I also think like I'm good at EVP work, so I'm gonna be able to really capture people talking with voices. My weaknesses though are like I get like a little panicky if I have less than like 1 or 2 people. Like as soon as like something pops off and I'm by myself, I feel like I'm gonna like shake and get scared because now I know someone's here, I can't see them, and I'm absolutely alone. I think the whole challenge here is really cool and different. No one really does investigations alone. It's gonna be a challenge for everyone. How I approach these places on the day of filming, I'm super relaxed. I like to save my energy a lot before I shoot because I truly believe that the ghosts in this place, even right now, are gonna use my energy and use me to then talk. When I leave these places, I'm so drained. And if I go into a place to start an investigation tired, not much happens. So that's like my philosophy and my beliefs on this. As I do like collabs with other YouTubers and people, they think I'm mad or upset because I'm usually like wired.
I make YouTube videos about exploring abandoned and haunted places all over the world.
Guys!
Might have gotten it.
Did you hear that? There was a little girl. What was that?
When I was a kid, my parents told me that I was related to Lizzie Borden.
Lizzie's father had been struck in the face 10 times. Her stepmother hit from behind 19 times.
The creepiest place in all of New England.
It clicked for me like, okay, last name. And then they told me that she's like my 5th cousin. Went through the whole family tree. And then people started asking me about it as a kid at school. I would get into classes with teachers and they'd be like, oh, Mr. Borden, like, playing on words and stuff. Tonight I'm at Hales Bar Dam and I'm gonna be investigating alone.
I like going into places not knowing exactly what's about to happen or what I'm getting myself into. It allows me to like be a little bit more intuitive about things and like really just kind of take it all in.
So I've been investigating for 5 years.
Oh my god.
This is huge! I'm kind of excited actually. It's weird, like you might think I'm kind of crazy for that, but I'm into the scare factor. Obviously, I'm here because there's a lot of claims that this place is haunted. Do you believe that it's haunted?
Absolutely. It's 100% haunted. I've turned many skeptics around in this building. I think you are crazy, but brave. And you couldn't pay me any amount of money to come down here by myself.
Well, bye guys.
Have fun, bro.
See you on the other side.
And just like that, I'm locked in, alone. So can you tell me a little bit about the history of Hales Bar Dam?
Before it was a powerhouse, this was the Cherokees' land that they considered very sacred. Settlers came to take it from them to build the dam. There was a big battle and they burned women and children alive. And Chief Dragon Canoe put a curse on the land, saying it would be dark and bloody and never profitable. And they started construction in 1905. They didn't move any burials. They just kind of built right on it.
Oh no.
So that was the start of it.
So you mentioned they had plans to power this entire area. How were they gonna do that?
There was a big coal plant out front, and then they had the hydro dam, so that had never been done anywhere in America. It was a very big deal to have 2 power sources in that time of our country. It powered the whole area, and nobody had ever seen anything like it.
Alrighty. Oh, that was really cool. One of those lights just died as soon as I walked in. Awesome. Let's see if this light's actually dead
or what the deal with that was. Yeah, it's dead. Cool. I'm actually gonna grab this because I am gonna use as much light as I can until I'm not allowed to use the lights anymore. I feel like Anakin Skywalker right now. God, this place is so massive and I'm literally in here by myself.
Chief Dragon Canoe put the curse on the lands, and the dam failed from day one. They spent millions of dollars trying to patch it. But before any of this was here and before the curse, he was known as the Napoleon of the Indians because of his tactics to keep the settlers from coming and stealing his lands. He was pretty powerful.
Wow, so they think that the failure of the dam was mainly just because he put this curse on.
Big coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah, pretty weird.
Yeah.
One thing I'm trying to keep in mind is that a lot of these noises I'm hearing are just pigeons that are cooped up in the windows. I don't know if that was though. I don't know if you guys heard that. There was like a little bang over in this area. Oh, there was definitely just a loud bang over there by those lockers. Lovely. All right, guys, so I'm actually gonna start here by just doing like a little bit of a quiet game. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some noises to go off, maybe pinpoint the location of where some spirits are lurking and where the activity is gonna be as far as this first big room. Let's see what we can get. If there's any spirits out here, anyone at all, if you can hear my voice, I'm out here to try to communicate with you and learn your story. My name is Seth. If you want to communicate with me, can you give me a sign? Maybe make a noise, use your voice, whatever you can to let me know that you're here.
Oh my god. All right, the first thing we're gonna go check out is the brothel, guys. We're gonna go see what that's like right now. Oh, Jesus. This is what happens when you don't pay attention to where you're going. Well, let's turn the camera this way, not run into stuff. If you don't know who I am, that would be the blind one. Now you know I be running into stuff all the time. Right through this door is the brothel. Mexican Rita. If you're here, that is not it. Ah, no. We're gonna keep going over here, and I think this is gonna be it. Nope, that's the second bathroom. Where am I? Usually it doesn't happen this quick. I'm a little embarrassed, but I'm lost already. Being out here alone, not being able to rely on anybody, especially when you can't see very good, it's kind of freaky.
My name is James the Fam. A lot of people know me as the blind explorer with very limited sight, but I find a way to do it. So they're gonna drop me off at Vulture City to do an alone challenge all by myself. Hopefully this goes okay. Hopefully I don't fall in any of those mines and maybe see a spirit, hear from a spirit, help a spirit even. If not, then we're gonna find out some really good history.
Vulture City was established in 1863 by a man named Henry Wickenburg. He got lucky, right? He found that outcropping of gold, which then led to what we see here today. The spookiest thing about this place is there's only a few of us here tonight, you think, but there's several more hundred just lurking in the shadows. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's day or night, things do happen here on a regular basis, whether that's shadow play, door slamming, stuff getting thrown across the room, hearing singing, clanking of tools. It never disappoints.
This is the first time I've actually heard of Vulture City. I've been to 20 ghost towns across America, and this is one that definitely holds a lot of historical value. They say that the Indians were there back in the days, the land was taken from them. They blessed the land, and then people came in and started doing a lot of things that they shouldn't have been doing there. I'm a little worried that that might have upset some of the spirits.
Typically the people that experience something more malicious are those that are taunting, those that are being a little bit more aggressive on their approach of investigation. So those are the ones that typically fall victim to them getting hurt. you know, slap, scratch.
It's actually been about a year since I've done an alone challenge video. I used to do them all the time. I used to be getting myself into some sticky situations, but it's been quite a while since I've done one, so it's definitely got me a little nervous. Obviously, my weaknesses are going to be my eyesight. I'm not going to be able to see too well. My strengths are just that I'm the blind savage, and that's it. That's what I go with. I can't plan things. I can't expect things. Just, you can never expect the unexpected. But this night in Vulture City almost didn't happen.
Alright, bro.
Alright, man.
Got the place to yourself.
I'm regretting this already.
If you have any issues, you know where to call me.
Have fun. I'm officially locked in the Octagon Hall Hospital.
I'm Osarji, and I've been making YouTube videos full-time since 2016. I started off doing adventures, exploring abandoned locations, and then somehow it transitioned into doing haunted investigations, and ever since then it's taken off for me. It's really changed my life, and I've met a lot of amazing people doing so. I was never a firm believer of the paranormal until I found this one particular house, and I brought in a Ouija board that I purchased from a girl who claimed was a witch. I did a seance with this Ouija board. Keep in mind, I've never done this before, so I didn't know what I was doing, and I did all the wrong things, and I summoned up a spirit named Tom.
Tom? Is your name Tom? Holy sh**, candle. That candle just blew out.
Ever since then, Tom's been with me for a very, very long time, affects me in many different ways, even affects the people that are around me. And that's kind of how it launched my career into the paranormal world, using Tom and these videos that include Tom and the Ouija boards and the haunted investigations.
Sergeant!
It all ties in, it all plays together. Everywhere I go, there's always something Tom related, and that's kind of how I started off. But then later on it transitioned into different things, like going to investigate places like the place we're in right now, the Octagon Hall, abandoned mental asylums, sleeping the night in locations like factories, or even spending the night alone in abandoned houses.
Oh my god! Oh,
From what I know, and I brought in a psychic medium to investigate Tom, Tom is an elemental. Apparently he protects me, but also wants to hurt me. It's very weird. There's a whole complex relationship between Tom and I. Tom's always here. He never goes away. I can't get rid of him if I wanted to. I like it because, like, sometimes we'll go somewhere and I can just be like, yo, Tom, my boy, and like he'll flip something over, and it's really interesting to catch on camera. Tonight I'm in the Octagon Hall. This place is in Kentucky, somewhere in the middle of nowhere pretty much. Apparently it's super haunted. It is really historic as well. There's a lot of history here, a lot of death here as well. That has to do with, like, the owner of this place, the guy that built it. This place is shaped like an octagon. Never seen anything like this before. It's really, really unique.
The first wife, Lizzie, passes, part of the tragedy of the house. She passes at a young age of 30. She bore 3 children to Andrew. Andrew Jackson Caldwell was the guy who built this house. She bore 3 children to him. And then those 3 kids, the first one lives to be a ripe old age of 89 years old and is involved in selling the house in 1918 when they sell to Dr. Williams, the second owner. Mary Elizabeth, 11 years old. The house has 10 fireplaces in it. She's downstairs playing in the fireplace, or else she is trying to keep warm. Embers come out of the fireplace and catch her dress on fire.
Oh my God.
And she burns. She doesn't die right away. She lays in agony in this house for 7 days.
Wow.
And then passes and then joins Mom outside, and the family plot out there. Mom died of typhoid fever at 30. The third child was a little boy, and he was a toddler, and he was 18 months old, and his name was AJ, Andrew Jackson Caldwell Jr. And what's he doing? He's playing on the staircase out here, as toddlers do, and he loses his balance, falls down the stairs, and breaks his neck.
Oh my God.
And then he's out there. So basically, the first part of the family is erased except for one daughter.
All right, my friends. Brace yourself, because this is going to be a wild and interesting night. I've been locked into the Octagon Hall. I've never even heard this place until this morning. It told me all about it, a lot of things that have happened, and we got a lot of information from Bear. So I'm going to do my best to keep the camera off my face, because if it's on my face the entire time, the light's going to blind me, and, you know, we're not going to be able to capture paranormal stuff in here.
The good thing is we've set up cameras in a lot of these rooms. I think there's 7 security cameras that we've set up. So if we manage to capture something on camera, it's gonna be either on my handheld camera or the security cams. So in my head, I was picturing like this really big hospital, because I've seen abandoned hospitals where they've had these octagon rooms in the middle of them. But this is an actual octagon and it's a hospital, so it's really interesting. It is a bit nerve-wracking because it's massive and there's a lot of objects in here. And one thing we all know, objects can be haunted. Hello, spirits. Oh shit, something just touched my arm. What the hell was that? I guess that's like a confirmation of you saying hello back to me. That's how I'm gonna take that, as a friendly hello. My name is Mo Sargi, and I'm here to communicate with you. All of you, if you want. Just be nice, okay? That's all I ask, is to just be nice. Let's be friends. Coming in here alone, I do have a strength, and that's doing this many times over and over, but I also have a weakness. I am terrified of the dark. It's gonna be an interesting contrast of things that are gonna happen here tonight. So guys, as you know, this place has mega Civil War history. It's got mega slave history, and it's got super mega ancient history. So there's so many spirits coming in and out of this place. It's basically a vortex at this point.
The Civil War comes to this house. It comes on February 13th, 1862. Bowling Green was the capital of the Confederacy. Kentucky was always kind of neutral. Extremely north down here, extremely south down here by the border. We're very close to Tennessee, within 10 miles of it. All of the Confederates mustered in Bowling Green, so we have a strong force there.
There's a lot going on here. What the hell is that?
Okay, I'm gonna go in this place in about 5 seconds. They're leaving me.
We are just right over there. You need us, just holler.
Yes,
sir. On
sir.
the security cams.
Okay.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. By the way, guys, I'm going in this place, lights out, no lights besides the night vision on this camera. So the only way I'm gonna be seeing in there is through this camera lens.
Dude, I'm actually really scared.
Good luck. Ah! All right, here we go. Lights completely out in this place. Oh, I can only see through this screen. Oh my God, I'm f***ed.
My name's Eli. I've been doing YouTube for around 6 years now. I'm at the Villisca Axe Murder House in Iowa. I've never done an investigation completely alone in a house like this. I don't know how it's gonna be when I'm alone in here with nobody else. As soon as I walked in this house, I mean, the feeling I immediately got was like some sort of sadness. There's a lot of darkness here. So some of my strengths are, I believe I'm an empath, so I can feel energies pretty well. I can feel out how the energy in a room is, if something's interrupting that energy field. I think my weaknesses probably would be trying to get a reaction or trying to get something to interact with me. So that's gonna be interesting seeing how I go about to do that, but it's gonna be cool. During this investigation, I would say my biggest fear would definitely be either seeing something, hearing something, or being touched. I mean, I really want something to happen, but I don't know if I'm going to be prepared to deal with it.
1912, June 9th, 8 people were found murdered in the house. Everybody was in their beds. Nobody was ever caught for it. I mean, it went on for 5 years with investigations, but Iowa's oldest cold case at this point.
Still haven't caught the guy?
Nope. No idea who did it.
Can you tell me a little bit about the kids that were here and the people who were murdered?
The mom, dad, their 4 kids with 2 friends that stayed the night. So there were 6 children total. 2 adults. The 2 friends that they had stay the night were in the downstairs room, where the entire Moore family were all upstairs sleeping together.
How do you feel about me being alone in here tonight? Be honest with me too about it.
I think it's dumb. I think it's a horrible idea. If you're going to be one of like 5 people in the 20 years I've been here that's done a solo overnight. And the best thing I can think of is just like know when to call it. I don't want to be in here cleaning up after you stabbing a knife through your chest tomorrow morning.
So the last guy that was here that stabbed himself, was he alone?
Yep.
He was alone.
Doing exactly what you're doing, had the same conversation. Or he's sitting on the bed provoking in the downstairs room. Saw a light in the closet, doesn't remember anything, woke up in the emergency room, but the sheriff said he took it and just whack right through there.
And it was just him by himself in that room?
Yep, exactly.
So wow.
When I heard you're doing solo, this place is very much, it gives you back what you put into it. Some people have great interaction with the kids. Some people leave in the middle of the night, won't even come in to get their gear. I got to mail it back to them.
So it just like depends on the person and kind of like their energy and what they bring to it?
Exactly.
Okay. My plan for tonight is I definitely want to explore. I'm going to use several devices to see if I can get a reaction, ask questions, and try to like start some sort of investigation to see like what's here and who wants to talk to me.
I haven't been up here in a long time, and tell you what, it's freaking scary. And just because you know what all could have happened up here, being a prison, who knows? Yeah, up here you definitely get a cold breeze right here. Is there anybody up here? I know they got a whole bunch of stuff up here. Did people leave that for you? Would you like to tell me your name? I think I just heard a voice. I'm Sean Foreman, and I'm an investigator at Paranormal Nightmare TV series. And I'm here at the old Blackford City Jail.
It was built in 1879. There's been a lot of paranormal activity here.
I've never in my life, in the past 16 years, have I ever investigated alone by myself. So tonight, I think it's going to be a big step up for me to face my fears. So you recommend anybody being in here alone?
Hey, more power to you.
You can be against it.
Yeah.
I'd say my strength is going in with an open mind, listening to what I need to listen for. Oh, fuck. My weakness is being alone, and that's why I'm here tonight. All right, so I'm here at the Hartford City Jail here in Hartford City, Indiana.
They could hold up to 189 people in this jail in the early 1900s. Back then, they probably didn't care how many got jammed in this place.
Right here is the entrance just to come in. This right here leads back to the jail cells. Then if you come over here, right here, they have the door, and this is where the inmates would come. I first came in and the doors got locked. I had all the lights on. I started here on the first floor and I went back into the jail. So right now we're walking where the inmates would have been, and I couldn't even imagine spending my whole life here.
Back in the jail cell areas, we've heard clanging, like it almost sounded like a nightstick being, you know, hit against the bars or whatever. I've heard talking in there. We've heard footsteps in there.
Crazy thing about this place is it is so quiet until you step on stuff. But right now, I got the lights on. Oh, that's the end. This place don't look very big from the outside, but you get in here and holy crap, is it big. So right now, there's jail cells on each side. I just couldn't imagine it. And now I'm in here trying to communicate with them. I approach investigations with an open mind when I go into them, because I think if you think about it too much, you're gonna be looking for it too hard. So just take your time and just see what happens. Oh man, I'm getting cold chills already. I got an alarm going off. Alarm's going off already. I got an alarm up in the attic, then I got an alarm sitting in the basement. Hey, where in the hell was the alarm going off at though? Trying to see if I hear the alarm go off again. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the basement or the attic. So while we're in this room, I wanted to tell you about right on the back side of this camera. I was walking in here before when me and my brothers was here investigating. Right here off to the right of me, this thing, probably about this tall, it was solid black. If I could see the legs and the arms, took off running into this room.
They said they see a small, like, I've heard people call them elementals, like a small creature thing. I heard down in the dungeon, the same group saw it down here in the cell. Later on that night, they heard a noise in the sheriff's living room, and then they saw this thing above the door
They said it was just like a small creature like that.
Yeah, just being in this place alone by yourself, it's a total different feeling. At least when I had my brothers, I had backup, so if something was happening, they could be right there. So I wasn't, you know, as scared as I am right now. Now I'm vulnerable to anything, and there's nobody here to help me.
This entire area right here was a concrete pool, and
Laura.
Oh my fucking god. Well, that's very personal. Apart from this investigation, literally the night before I came here, I filmed an investigation. I was camping in a forest, and the spirit that I got over and over again on the spirit box throughout the entire night was Laura. Who was that said hello to us? Laura. Argument. Okay. So let me get into the story of what happened here. This mother dropped off her son at the pool.
In 1966, the mother drops her son off that morning. She returns in time for the lifeguard to blow the 5 o'clock whistle. Her son's nowhere to be found. She thinks that he walks home. She goes to the house. He's not there. She comes back to Lake Shawnee. They find him at 7 p.m. that night in the bottom of the pond with his arm stuck in a drain pipe. So according to some of the investigators, he hangs out the front gate out here.
If there's anyone here with me in this exact location right here that would like to communicate with me, could you please move this pinwheel? For example, you can move it like this, or even if you just want to move it a little bit. What was that? Hold on. I want to keep an eye on here. It almost sounded like something tapped on the glass. In sight. Tons of toys here. Some people leave offerings in form of like respect. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, is there anybody out here? Get my flashlight out just for 1 second, guys. Yeah, so this is where the concrete pool used to be, and I'm hearing sounds from this general area. I wonder, I truly wonder if it's the spirit of the little boy. Okay, that was like a tap coming from inside. Hello, is anybody in here with me? Oh my God, I really hope the camera's picking this up. There's sounds coming from over here, almost as if it's like water sounds. It sounded as if there was splashing sounds coming from behind the stand. And that's actually where the pool was, where the little boy drowned in when his arm was stuck in the drain. So I thought that was pretty fascinating, especially considering the fact that there's no water there anymore. It's just flatlands. Holy
Clark.
Oh my. Clark. I almost want to go down here, see what those sounds were. Something's moving in the bushes.
Am I really dead?
What? What the f? Oh my God. Am I really dead? Clark, I assume so, my friend. Clark, I hear movement over here. Is that you? Now, there's no animal or anything. There's nothing moving in the bushes. Wow. Am I really dead?
The bench.
The bench. Okay. The bench. Where is the bench? That is a very... Oh my God. We're getting responses like crazy right now. I wonder. There's a slide over here. All right. We're going to look out for a bench. So Clark's asking if he's really dead right now. Clark, how did you pass? Or actually, he doesn't even know if he is. I assume you have passed, Clark. I'm going to be honest. What's the last thing that you remember?
Upset me.
I think me saying that Clark has probably passed has upset him. Okay. Clark, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we don't get to live forever. Some people live longer than others, and some people get taken away too early. It seems that might have been your case, and I'm sorry.
Hear the footsteps.
Trust me, my friend, I hear the footsteps. How about you give me a little bit more than footsteps? I appreciate that. Thank you so much for showing me your footsteps. Why don't you come and move this pinwheel for me? I was really looking forward to using the pinwheel over by the little concession stand booth. Unfortunately, I didn't have the best or any activity really with the pinwheel. Activity apart from that, whether it was a spirit box or just sounds around me, was crazy. Listen, listen, listen. It sounds like something's walking. It sounds like something's like walking across.
Benjamin Williams. What is happening?
Mary.
Mary? No. Whoa, guys. Is Mary here with us, or is that someone you know? Whoa, guys, this is crazy. I'm trying to connect with him the best that I can.
I was a witch.
I was a witch? Does that mean he like practiced witchcraft or sacrifices? Maybe he sacrificed people, like murdered them and sacrificed them. Did you murder anyone, Benjamin? Did you do something bad?
I used to live here.
I used to live here. Yes, you did. So you were imprisoned then, if you lived here, correct? Did you do any?
Close.
We lived close. So they lived around here. So Mary and Benjamin? Benjamin, is Mary your wife? Or was your wife? Who was that? That knocked?
Collect.
Do you want me to collect my things? Is that what you mean? There's a guy making me a little bit nervous. He's pacing back and forth over and over, just kind of giving me this glare. He actually kind of looks familiar. He was executed.
We had Guy John, and you did get that feeling when we walked in there. Now, Guy John, he was actually gassed, and it was a sad thing. We didn't have a legal gas chamber at that time, so they put him in the butcher shop, and they gassed him. It took him 7 minutes to die.
He's angry, this man. Why are you so angry? Whoa, I don't know what that was. I felt like a shock. Hello. Hi. Can you please step away from me? Please step away from me. 3, 2. Thank you. He was right here, breathing down my neck, just like super close to me. I just didn't. He was trying to intimidate me. You don't scare me. I'm sorry, but you don't. I know you did a lot of bad things, but you're here, and maybe I can help you in some way. Yes. Would you like me to help you? I would help. I want to help you. I want to be able to help you in some way. I'm gonna turn that off. Did you do bad things in the past?
First and foremost, before we even start this investigation, I want to go over some of the gear I have. We got the Spirit Box. The Spirit Box is my favorite tool, and a lot of people don't really like say or explain too much what this really is. It's a radio. It's going to change different radios and frequencies and channels over and over and over again. It's going to skip through them, and when it skips through them, what's going to happen is if anyone is around me and it says a word or a voice, ghosts can talk apparently in a frequency that travels into these frequencies and into the radio waves, and we'll be able to hear what people say. One of my favorite things to use. But my favorite thing, if you guys do watch my channel, Exploring with Josh, you guys know I have something that most people don't use on YouTube. This, my friends, is a DR60. It is a EVP recorder made in Japan. Only made for one single year back in 1980. It got discontinued because people were hearing voices that wasn't theirs when they were recording. Screeches, sounds, everything. Some of it is also, you know, kind of choppy and messed up, but the other you can't explain because you really will get some of the craziest voices that come through. And why? Because they believe whatever technology they use in that little device is causing a lot of ghosts, anyone around from the other world, to be able to speak and allow to talk back into it.
Alright, so for the viewers at home, if you see anything on this screen that I might miss, any movement, look and search, screenshot it, and tell us below in the comments, and also tell us on our Instagram and Twitters. There's a lot to this hospital, and there's 3 floors like we already said. We had our interview. Apparently there's a doctor named Dr. Taylor.
Dr. Taylor was one of the founding doctors of the hospital. He passed away in '94, and he was known to walk around smoking a pipe. If you start smelling something, it smells like kind of maple syrup at first, just turn on your flashlight. Usually there's a smoke that will follow around the flashlight as you move it around.
You smelled it?
I've smelled it. I've walked in a room and I've smelled it, turned on my light, and it's right there.
Wow.
Ronnie saw it owner of the hospital. He walked into a room and he saw a mist type thing that he smelled it, and that's when we started doing some research.
That's really cool when you're trying to put clues together and it's all making sense.
It is.
That's when it's like truly amazing, when you know ghosts are real after that.
Yes.
Dr. Taylor, are you here with us right now? If you are, give us a sign and we'll go to you and we'll have a talk. You tell me you did not hear that thump. That was in there. Was that you, Dr. Taylor? I heard a thump and a noise over here. I heard a thump over here. Dr. Taylor, can you give me another noise so I know that you're here still? No other noise back. That was weird though. I know you guys heard that thump. Are you guys gonna be okay if I go to Jim's room? The f was that? Whole ass thump again. Same spot over here. That's weird. Alright, I'm following you guys over here now. That mannequin scared me bad right there. Jeez. This is the hallway where Jim is, and this is where I heard the thump. I'm not even joking.
So you mentioned Jim. Who is Jim exactly?
Jim was the caretaker of the building after it shut down. He actually lived down there. He built sound studios downstairs. He was a musician. He was also an artist. He designed sets for Disney on Ice and Ringling Brothers. He lived here actually up until he passed away.
I heard like they didn't find him for 10 days.
Yeah, it was 10 days. He died of natural causes. He was a diabetic.
When was that? Like
that was in early 2000.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they claim like there's still like he's still here.
Oh yes.
Is it gonna be okay if I go inside Jim's room and try to talk to him? The history about Jim is he died here and he wasn't found for 10 days. He didn't kill himself. It wasn't anything like that. This is Jim's house. Well, his room. Apparently his bed was around this corner, this section, like right here. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna use this light yet. I'm trying to train myself not to use this light because this is like my emergency light too. You know, it's super scary by yourself. Really put yourself in my shoes. After ghost hunting for the last 3 years now, you know, I came to build up some courage, I guess you can say. I'm just gonna go ahead and take some devices out and kind of set up like I would normally do. I'm not really used to being by myself. I have a team, so it's really scary. I'm gonna set up my triangle device right here. So I know if someone comes through my door, so where do I want the music box? Somewhere, aiming outside, as if someone's gonna lurk in there. All right. Apparently, he died, like by here. Now, I'm gonna start this off with a DR60. I start all my videos off with it. Since you guys already know what it is, we're ready to go. What was that?
At the whirlpool, I just said out loud, hey, if there's any spirits here, my name is Seth. And it was like, if you want to talk to me or communicate with me tonight, make a noise or give me some kind of sign. And so I hear this massive bang right next to my left side. Whoa, okay. Thank you. All right, so if you want to communicate with me, I'm gonna open up some devices and I'm gonna let you do that. Oh man, this is like so freaky, guys. You don't even know. What the f is that? Bro, tell me you guys hear that. Holy f, that pigeon scared me, but that's not what I was hearing. Holy sh, I am freaked out. I started hearing a woman screaming. It sounded like she was in pain, like it sounded like she was getting killed, literally. So I walked over there. I was like, I have to figure out what that is. Oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I gotta come back here because I think this is actually where I'm hearing stuff. Dude, where the f? Guys, I'm hearing like this crazy wailing noise, and I can't even pinpoint the location of where it's coming from. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't think I can do this. Okay, I have to do it, you know? If there's anybody here with me, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or invade your space. All I want to do is talk to you, so hopefully we can just communicate with each other peacefully. By the way, guys, this whirlpool right here, there's even rumored that there's a body buried underneath that.
During construction, we had men fall in the concrete, and that's just where they reside now still. They didn't pull anybody out of the wet concrete.
Their bodies are still
Yes.
in here?
Yes, in the wall.
What?
Yeah.
I have an idea on how I'm gonna do this. We are gonna start over here and work with the apparition that supposedly walks up there.
Also in the big room, you'll notice a catwalk in the very back, and we'll have a man, you can see him walk back and forth. He likes to shut those lockers as well, so don't let him spook you.
I'm talking to myself a lot right now because I am scared shitless. Okay. I'm gonna lay out some equipment. These devices will not hurt you in any way. I'm only gonna use them so that I know where you are if you choose to let me know. And if you do, I would really appreciate it. So we're gonna take this REM pod and put it over there by the stairs. Wow, that was f***ing creepy. Holy shit, what is going on? Yo, these pigeons. Damn, bro. Giving me a heart attack out here. This device in my hand is just gonna let me know where you are. All you have to do is walk up to it, touch it, or put your energy into it. If you just come up to it, you'll see some lights and hear some noises, and it'll just let me know that you're around me. I'm also gonna place the music box, which is basically just a motion detector. It'll light up, play a sound. Let's see if that will go off. I'm gonna put that over here behind the camera. One thing that's really difficult already about doing this by yourself, you don't have anybody to help you set up your equipment. You have to really set up everything by yourself, and you gotta ask questions all by yourself. It's definitely gonna be a challenge, and it might take me a lot longer than what I thought it would. So, holy f***. Somebody here with me? If there is, I have a device right over here. There's a red light on the floor next to the staircase. Can you come and touch that red light? Let me know if you're really here. I've heard a lot of stories about this place. I would love to communicate with whoever's here. I'm gonna do a spirit box session, see if I can get any words to actually come through. Is there anybody here with me? Oh, I didn't like that at all. What was that? Hello, can you tell me your name? Oh shit, I don't like that. No, come on, don't do that to me.
this night in Vulture City almost didn't happen.
So on our way to Vulture City, I put in on Apple Maps where to go. The road started getting a little funny.
Dude, I hope they don't pop a tire right now. Shouldn't even say that.
How are we gonna get, what the f? This is the road?
We're in a minivan.
I'm going slow, about maybe 10 miles an hour, and I start seeing these dips. It's raining, there's mud. I'm scared that we're gonna get stuck.
Oh my God.
Oh, no way. Oh, no way.
Oh my God.
We were almost stuck. I feel like we're gonna get stuck right there. I'm gonna go fast.
No. Easy. Watch the bumper.
That was all mud.
Oh my God.
So everybody's kind of panicking because the road is really sloppy. It was bad.
This is the only way here?
Yeah, it's really in the middle of nowhere.
I'm assuming they live out here.
What the hell? That was a
fax.
That
was a fox. A fax.
Oh,
shit. What the hell was that?
Things took a turn for the worse when the bottom of the van rubbed up against some rocks.
All I remember is like the bottom of my seat, I can feel a rock or a stone hit the bottom of the car.
Let's not break down on this road, please.
Wait, is this where we're supposed to be?
This is the GPS's way to take us where we need to go. Nina, do you remember it being like this?
Yeah, it's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Oil pressure low.
Oh shit.
Did you just bust the oil can?
Oh,
no
God.
way.
We're leaking oil, aren't we?
Probably.
Could that have just been a coincidence, maybe, hopefully?
Let me look.
Because what you went over sounded really bad.
We're gonna be sleeping out here.
Oh no! No! There's like oil spilling out the bottom. It's bad. Oh my God, no!
There's just oil gushing out. So I knew right away we were in big trouble. We weren't able to drive anymore, or else the engine would probably get destroyed.
What are we gonna do?
Do we even have cell phone signal out here?
Let me call Jay.
We are literally stuck in the middle of absolutely nowhere right now.
Dude, there was no way like to avoid that.
Instantly went into a panic because this is a rental. I'm responsible for this. If I destroy this van, like it's on me.
Bro, what the f are we gonna do?
Dude, at least we have reception.
I don't know how a tow truck is even gonna get here.
The tow people may not be able to come till the morning because they don't service this area at night.
The nearest gas station is 10 miles away. There's no possible way we're gonna make it out of there.
It's almost surreal because it's been a joke of mine for a long time that one day we're just gonna get stuck in the middle of Death Valley, and it literally happened.
So hey, we're trying to get rescued. Just got off the phone with the rental car company and they're sending a tow truck, but it could be 2 hours. We're already running late to get to the ghost town that we paid money to be at. Worst possible scenario that could happen to us. I was going 10 miles an hour down this road. Look, check this out. This is the oil. Oh man, look how terrible this road is. Like somebody just threw out their tires over here. This is where it happened. The oil pan was dragging on the ground right there, and then
we hit that, didn't we? That's what it was.
Yep. So Nina's been on the phone with some cab companies. Even Enterprise is like, nah, we ain't going out there. I don't even know if the tow truck company's gonna come out to us.
I'm trying to prepare myself to go to Vulture City to do an alone challenge and we break down. I'm just feeling very nervous, very anxious, very scared at that point because we're in the middle of nowhere on a dirt road, but we knew we had to make it to this ghost town because all day something's been trying to keep us out of there, but we wanted to make it there no matter what.
So try to back up, like go back towards the main road, or which road do you prefer us to drive towards?
Go back towards that main road.
I don't know if that's even a good idea.
So we were just instructed to bring the car back because we're in a very unsafe area where it floods terribly and we're at risk right now. We're in a lot of danger. Oh man, the van is like knocking.
It's not gonna explode, right?
No, that's what I it'll start smoking and rattling.
That sounds
I mean,
bad.
it might explode. Whoa. Maybe we should stop the car.
It's not gonna.
Why don't we stop the car? Yeah, maybe we should stop the car.
We have to get it back to
It's
the
not gonna-
for the
if it
tow
explodes,
truck.
we die. Like,
Not gonna explode.
It's not gonna
It
explode.
won't explode. It won't explode. You can drive up to 10 miles with your thing. With no oil? No, with oil leaking. It's not leaking. It's gone. All right, great. I feel safe now.
The tow truck driver said for us to be careful because.
Whoa!
What was that?
Bro. Oh, that hit your seat, didn't it? That's what you tore the oil on last time. That same thing.
Are we here or are we at the main road? This is the main
Oh, this is the main road? Then we're good.
nowhere. Okay, so the cab company is on its way.
Wherever, I guess you told them that you're at, they know the location and they said that whole location is extremely haunted.
I wonder if that's why we broke down.
Probably.
Well, that's what she said. She said maybe the spirits were doing something and kind of, you know, put a stop to you.
As we're out there, my friend Tammy called, and she's telling me where you're at right now is a extremely, not only dangerous place, but very haunted.
Hey, James, want to hear something crazy? Supposedly where we're at right now is extremely haunted. Extremely haunted.
Ever since we got here, there's something off about this area.
Well, our car broke down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100% extremely haunted.
Luckily we had, whoa!
So many spirits coming in and out of this place. It's basically a vortex at this point. There's a lot going on here. What the hell is that? Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. So this is one of those like corners where apparently Civil War soldiers or Confederate soldiers were hiding out when the Union came in, and they would hide in these walls, and some of them were actually like killed in there, and some of their stuff was left in there too. This place is a museum. You can come here, you pay a fee, and you can just come and chill and check this out. And they actually encourage you to touch items, to hold items, to do whatever you want with some of these items. Not steal them, of course, but just take them, you know, look at them. A lot of places you go to, they don't want you to touch things, but I really like this place because they do allow you to actually interact with some of the objects in here. Did this property ever see battle?
It saw some scrimmages around it, all the areas. Never saw battles. I will be truthful with you, it saw a lot of bloodshed. And that's about what transpires after the Confederates are here.
And like when you're saying bloodshed, we're talking about like soldiers that were injured coming in here,
and
their limbs cut off.
And then what happens afterwards, the aftermath of that.
What happened after?
The Union Army shows up here 2 days after the Confederates leave. And unfortunately, the wounded are left here.
Oh my God.
They go by the house. Their scouts have already known that this has been occupied by Confederates. They look at the house and they go, wow, man, this place is strategic. 45-foot high, you can see in every direction out of the windows, and we want it. So they take it. They find the soldiers, which immediately they dispatch.
Now, I am a firm believer of objects being haunted. If you guys notice, I'm pacing just to these two rooms right now because I am terrified to go upstairs. Earlier in the day, I went upstairs by myself, and in the hallway, it felt very heavy and scary. I didn't get the same feeling in the bedrooms, but the hallway itself terrified me. I'm gonna go upstairs, spirits, okay? Please don't, just don't do anything, man.
I'm just gonna walk around here in the darkness, hoping to God that I don't die, but hoping to God that I see something.
I absolutely love alone challenges, but the problem with alone challenges is that you're alone. And if anything happens, well, you're alone. Here we go. Hello, spirits of the second floor. My name is Mo Sargi. I mean you no harm, and I just want to talk to you. So apparently this door over here is known for closing on its own. Okay, I'm feeling dizzy. I'm feeling really lightheaded, really dizzy up in this hallway. This is the hallway that I was telling you guys about. Let's just listen in for a minute. Let's see if we can hear these guys talk, because apparently, according to Bear and other people that have been here to investigate, you hear things. Wow, okay, this is terrifying. I mean, at some points I will turn on the light. Okay. Alright. My back's to the wall, and for good reason. I'm honestly terrified. I hate the dark, but I love doing it, but I hate it. Hey, spirits of the second floor, communicate with me. Talk to the microphone that's on my camera. I don't know why, but there's something that's kind of like disabling me from moving forward. It's very weird. I keep getting tapped on my left arm. Here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna put a cat ball right here on the ground and hope to God something interacts with it or touches it or something. I've seen these things move before. Let's go ahead and see what happens. If there really are spirits up here, ghosts, demons, whatever you are, Civil War soldiers, touch that ball that I just put on the ground. Or make it move or something. Not gonna lie, guys, if that ball does move or turn on in any way, I'm gonna be running. I wanna show you guys something before I move forward. This is how much knocking you would have to do on the ground to get this ball to glow. You have to hit the ground pretty hard. And it should stop. It should have stopped actually. Stop. Okay, good. Spirits of Octagon Hall. You might not know what this device is. You might be a little bit too ancient for this. But if you can make this ball go off, I would really appreciate it.
How many people have done an alone challenge in here?
A lone challenge, alone. Very, very few. I had a guy that did it not too long ago. He said, I'm staying alone. I says, okay, well, here's my number. If you need anything, let me know. And he called me twice, and that was before 10 o'clock, and by 10:30 he was out of here.
So all I have to do is stay here past 10:30.
For about like 3 years, I struggled with like some pretty deep depression. Even though I had people around me, I still felt like I was going through it completely alone. I'm kind of comfortable with it now, but being alone in this place, it's a whole different feeling because it gives you like this adrenaline. I had the bright idea, maybe bring some sort of object in there, maybe a real axe. What do you think about that?
A bad move, but house is yours for the night.
All right, Johnny, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm in.
So if you guys see these flares right here, that's just like the infrared cameras, the security cameras. It's gonna show kind of like where I'm at. Oh shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Oh fuck. Oh, where's my phone? This feeling that I'm having, like I'm alone in here, but like I don't feel like I'm alone.
First thing, when I walked in the pitch black and I couldn't see anything besides looking through the little viewfinder on the camera, that was probably one of the most terrifying feelings because like I couldn't see around me in real life, trying not to trip over everything, and I was just afraid that like something was gonna pop out.
Oh my God, I'm like trying to breathe. Come on, Eli, you got this, boy. You f***ing got this. Okay, I'm gonna do a little round. I'm gonna walk around, catch the vibes, catch the energy, see what's going on in here, and then I'm gonna pick a couple rooms and go from room to room, see what I can get, if I can get any activity. I'm gonna be using a couple apps as well as doing some other things around here. So wish me luck. Let's freaking go. I'm really scared. Okay, this is the living room right here. Oh my God, guys, I'm shitting myself. I just need to get comfortable in here, like not seeing. But like, I feel like there's 1,000 f***ing eyes on me, not gonna lie. Let's just do an app, let's start it out. Let's just start out that way and check out the vibes. All right, let's just sit here. Okay. I just felt like someone sat right next to me. This is f***ed. This is so f***ed. All right, here we go. Okay, if any spirits are in here, I just want to say first off, I don't allow you to interfere with my energy circle. So you're not allowed to touch me, come near me. I just want to put that out. But I do want to communicate with you if you're here. I'm going to be using this device right in front of me, okay? I'm interested in getting to know you. I don't want anything else. I don't want to upset you in any way, but I do just want to see if anyone is here, and if you would like to communicate and have a conversation, that would be great. If you want to communicate to me through this device right here. All right. If anyone is here, can you please say yes? Said yes. If you are here with me in this house, come say hi. Okay, you don't want to tell me anything you like about yourself? You're a little shy? It's okay, I'm shy too. I'm very shy right now, okay? I'm gonna walk around, so if you're in the other rooms, feel free to talk to me. I think I'm gonna venture into probably one of the darkest rooms in this house. I'm gonna enter the room that I'm feeling most drawn to, that has the most negativity, the most negative energy, and it's not a good vibe, so I really want to check it out. All right. If anyone's in here, feel free to say what's up. I'm gonna sit on this bed. Gosh, it's so quiet in here. Scared myself. That's so... God damn it. If anyone is in this room, I want you to come near this object right here. Touch it if you can. It has a yellow light. Alright, let's try the app in here and see what's going on. Is anybody in this room? You feel sad. That's okay. I know what that feels like. So you're not alone. I'll talk to you if you want me to talk to you. I've been through a lot too. Okay, alright, enough of that. Ugh, shit. Alright. So I'm gonna have this device and basically I'm gonna start it, and if anything comes up, I got an EMF reader on here. So we'll see if that gets triggered. But I'm just gonna walk around. I thought I just heard footsteps. Alright, so in this place, little fun side note is they have a bunch of mirrors in here that are covered. Almost everywhere. There's mirrors.
Rich.
What? Yo, I'm shitting myself. That's my middle name. That's insane. It knew my middle name. What?
So right now I'm getting ready to go upstairs, and this would have been the sheriff's room when me, Rocky, and Josh was here. We had so much happen up there. Going up there, knowing that this could happen again, terrifies the shit out of me. Alrighty, so I'm here in the sheriff's room.
I actually was taking a tour upstairs and the door closed in the sheriff's bedroom right in front of everybody. We've heard knocking on stuff up there. We've got EMF going off in there and heard knocking from the grandkids' room across the hallway from the sheriff's door. Yeah, there's a lot of activity up in that area.
I don't know what it is about this room, but it's like, I don't know, it feels harder to breathe when I'm up here. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the activity that we've had happen, where there's the attic doors just right out here. And I'll never forget that moment. Me and Josh, we was sitting right over here. Next thing you know, that door just slammed wide open. Our alarm went off. I mean, it was just a crazy experience, but a good one, because that's why we're doing this. And I'm hoping to be able to capture some paranormal activity tonight. Is there anybody in here? If you're up here, can you do something? Let me know you're here. I've been in this place before. People's heard you walk up the steps.
I've heard walking up the steps. We heard 6 distinct steps one night. There's 6 stairs there. So we've heard a lot of activity from that second floor.
And even Dan, the owner of this place, has even had a lot of activity up there in the sheriff's.
Oh, he has had a ton of activity. He thought somebody was actually breaking into the house one night because he heard the same thing I did with the stairs. Somebody was coming up the stairs. He came around there with his weapon and thought that somebody was going to break in, and there was nobody there. He actually saw a person on the staircase one time from the bottom of the staircase going up to the sheriff's area.
Just crazy how quiet it is. And even though you're sitting here asking for stuff to happen, you know when it's going to happen because it's going to scare the shit out of you. Kind of weird how you go from the sheriff's room to this room, and it's like a total different feeling that I don't know, I just can't explain it. Like when I'm in that room, it's like tightness of the chest. You're scared. Where I come in this room and it's not as bad, but that attic door is what's getting me. It's like, holy shit, I gotta go up there. All right, here we go. Now this one, I don't remember if there is a light or not. Oh yeah, I remember the light. It's right there. Holy crap. Yeah, I had to turn my light on because I haven't been up here in a long time, and I'll tell you what, it's freaking scary and shit. Just because you know what all could have happened up here. Being a prison, who knows? Yeah, up here you definitely get a cold breeze right here, but it's an attic. Is there anybody up here? I know they got a whole bunch of stuff up here. Did people leave that for you? Would you like to tell me your name? I think I just heard a voice. Was that you? Okay, I'm gonna turn my light back on. Kinda gotta watch it. There's loose boards up here and I really don't wanna, whoa. That was so weird. Almost sounded like somebody moved, and like if they're, like they say they was bent over and they stood up and their bone, like their knees popped. That's what it sounded like.
I started to shut the lights off every time I walked out of the room.
So as I leave the upstairs, I'm gonna start shutting the lights off. It's just crazy how when you're walking around these places that you wouldn't think would be as scary, like these steps. You wouldn't think just walking up steps would be that scary, but when you're alone, it is. And check out this room. I mean, look at all these old antiques just sitting here. Could any of these antiques brought something in here so you got even more activity? Sound like somebody moved.
It's like the footsteps as I was shutting the lights off kept getting closer to me and closer, which scared me more and more.
Hello? Are you attached to any of these objects beside me? Sounds like walking. What's up? Are you upstairs?
In the next episode of Alone Paranormal Edition.
It sounds like an animal giving birth.
I don't think I'm actually talking to somebody.
Oh my God, I think
I don't wanna go.
Is there anything you'd like to tell everybody?
Haunt.
Haunt. I mean, like a playful haunt, though, right?